tossed around the bed. Holiday couldn't be here sooner.
Hello, shiny happy people. Welcome to Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, guys. Love you. So this is December 4th, if all things are going right, and I'm uploading these in the order that I think I'm uploading. 2 kit up days, 1 let's make the canvas. And so this is going to be the day that we get to test it out. Yeah, so we're going to start with, I don't know how much of the canvas, but let me turn my light pad on. I hope that doesn't bother you guys. I have my smaller one up here so that it's not quite as bright. And I'm just going to cut this canvas in half here. And I'm going to do so this is just the cover sheet that goes over the double-sided adhesive. And so I just used my ceramic pen cutter. Those things are fantastic to, oh, maybe I didn't cut it deep enough. No, we're good. And so I'm just gonna fold it down 3 rows like that. And I don't need the light pad, but it certainly does make the symbols a lot easier to look at. And remember, these are printed from my printer. I think they came out pretty good. Let me see. But you see how much easier they are to see with the light pad on. So I'm going to keep it on. And I have my 3 boxes here, and I don't know what's in, you know, I'm not used to these boxes. I haven't diamond painted any of this yet, so I'm hoping that, you know, it's not going to take me too long. Yeah, and if it is December 4th, like I'm hoping, it's my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mommy. I love you. Okay, so I need to buy a Christmas pen. I don't have one. I don't currently have a Christmas pen. I'm going to use this one. It's from Amazon. And it kind of gives you like, oh, you know what? I have that Christmas blank that was friend mail. I should try to figure out how to send that out to get, I need to contact the turner and see if someone will turn that for me. All right, so I'm looking for metal placers. So I'm going to use this for now. And yeah, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to try to find so I have the pack of metal placers. Okay. So I hope everybody's having a good Christmas season. So we'll do the blue side. I don't want a 9 placer. I'm going to see if I can find another 7-ish metal placer. Yeah, I see one right here. I like 7. I don't mind 8 even. I should start to try to use 9. Now I got these metal placers with this pink pen, and I'm telling you, it was just cheaper to buy it that way than to buy the metal placers. Or it was like the same price, but I basically got a free pen. Okay. All right, now we just need to load this baby. We're gonna go ahead and put our Gorilla mounting putty in the multi-placer. And what I do is, just to keep it neat, is I just take a pair of scissors and I just cut off a little strip. You don't need a lot. That's gonna be too much even. And roll it into a snake. Oops. Roll it into a snake. Why is this taking so long? about the length of your multi-placer, and then just start pushing it in. And then you're just gonna, whatever like goes over the edge, just push it over and in. You just want to make sure you're going all the way into the full well, the whole depth of the well of the multi-placer. And then I just like kind of scrape off the sides here like that. And I like to leave a little extra, so I'm not gonna keep scraping the sides. There. So that was what was too much. We'll put this aside. And I have my DP Gal Creation trays. And I have just a regular gray tray in case I only need a few, and I need glue dots. So these are mini. I was using the micro, but I needed like 2.5 of the micro. And if I use the mini, I pretty much just need 2. So you just shove it in there. Also, I think that these wells, the well in the metal multi-placer is a little deeper than the well of like the brass tip. And then like I'll just poke it in just to, perfect. All right. Let's pick a color. Let's pick a color. I'm excited. So I'm gonna go with something that's dark. And it's the hourglass. So I need my triangles because it's 2 triangles connected, and it's right here. It's brown. So we'll see how these containers open. So that one opened pretty easily, just opening it by itself, which is nice. And these drills are from EverMoment. So they're lining up pretty decently. And all right, let's test this grid out. This is our test page that we're hoping is our good page, is perfect, so that we can just keep on making them. Yeah. Oops. So far, so good. Fitting in these squares like perfect little soldiers. And it's, so you saw I just put a brand new glue dot in here, and it's taking my drill enough it's pretty much taking my drill off of my pen, so I feel like the stick of the canvas is good. They're sliding, so I can adjust them and straighten them pretty good. It feels pretty darn awesome. Tammy is a magician. I don't know what happened to her though. I don't know if she just decided the YouTube thing was not worth it. makes me sad. Her channel, I mean, she only has like, I think she has less than 10 videos and she has over 1,000 subs already. I think she would have really, really grown. I can imagine that maybe she got flooded with a lot of questions and it just became overwhelming maybe, because this process is a little complicated, I guess. Maybe she just didn't have time to do all of it. I don't know. I have to keep my, I feel like I want to reposition you guys so that I can pull this canvas down towards me a little more. All right, let's see. I think I'm almost done this color actually. Oh, not quite. So yeah, I had to set my alarm and get up in the middle of the night to come out here and put the cover sheet on. All right, I think that that's good. I think that's all of my hourglasses, and then I'm gonna do the clover, which is my classic symbols. I had to pinch that one to get it open. So far it feels good. So once I feel like this is the right size and everything, then I can go ahead and print up a couple pages at a time, and I don't think I'm gonna prep multiple pages at a time like with the Aleens, because she said, you know, you don't want to let them sit around for a long time, depending on how much you're going to be working on this project. And I'm not going to obviously be solely working on this project because we're in July, so I have time. Now I'm feeling a lot less stressed. I have PTSD with Christmas canvases. And I'm like, I just don't want to run into that situation again where I bite off more than I can chew, and then I feel bad because I didn't do what I promised, or you know, I can't finish my Christmas canvas by Christmas. Because that really annoyed me, and then it took my like drive to make videos away. This grid is awesome. Tammy hit it out of the park. Like, I'm just in love with her right now. And okay, so let me explain to you. I'm just gonna go over what I learned about this process, because honestly guys, you see how easy it is to diamond paint this heaven and earth designs. Now, we haven't gone through the whole let's put the canvas together. yada, yada, yada. And I got to remember, like, I can't do the tail end. Like, I need to leave because we want them to. Let me just actually, will Sharpie mark on this? Not really, no. Actually, let me do this. I'm gonna put a piece of washi just to remind myself not to. I'm gonna put a piece of washi down here. So you don't, the pieces that are gonna connect with the next page, you don't want to diamond paint them. So this is how I'm going to remind myself not to cut that far, because you want them to seamlessly connect to the next page. Okay, so you want to leave, because I will diamond paint all the way to the end. I'm going to leave 5 rows on the 2 sides that are connecting. Now this is page 1, which means that nothing is connecting to the top. So I can start at the top, and nothing is connecting to the left when I go to build my canvas. So I can diamond paint to the corners over here, but I cannot diamond paint this side or this side, if that makes sense, because there's going to be a page that connects here and a page that connects here. Now that's going to be the interesting part, because we're going to have to figure that out, that part together. But yeah, I think it's going to be fun. And I can pull this down, and I'm going to zoom you in. So I'm going to go over what I learned about this process. 1, Tammy's a genius. 2, the scale size that she gave seems to be working for me too so far. We're not done the test page, and I don't want to jump the gun, but so far it seems to be on point. You can see they're fitting in perfectly. And I'm using, again, EverMoment drills, and they're nice and square and even so far. I hope all the colors are like these last 2 colors. I can't stand it when I get like a color that just seems smaller than all the other ones. You know what I'm talking about too. I know you do. That just annoys me. And but so far so good. Now the first thing I noticed when I was printing is I couldn't print it from the link, the web link that I was given from Heaven and Earth Designs. Like, I downloaded it and then it opened it up to the web, and when I printed it to scale, it came off the page. It didn't fit. It didn't, even though I printed it to the scale size that she said, it did not. That was silly. This glue dot is really new. It did not fit on the page. And so what I ended up having to do is I just had to download Adobe, because it's an Adobe file. So when I opened it up, actually in the Adobe app, and I scaled it to the 108.1, it worked. So if you're printing your pages and they're not, the whole page is not fitting on one page, then make sure try that. If you're not doing that, if you're not pulling it up in the actual Adobe app, try downloading the app and opening up the page in the app and see if that works. That's the first thing that I learned. The second thing that I learned is I went through printing so many pages because I thought the scale was wrong. As far as I can see now, the scale is correct. So those were the two main things. Now I think it's worth doing the Aleens, because while you don't have that cushion feel, that like the pushback of the canvas like you do in a real poured glue, it does seem like it sticks nice like a double-sided adhesive, but they do seem to slide a little easier. You know, another nice thing about this is that these sheets would obviously be extremely easy to travel with. So if you travel a lot, prepping a couple of these sheets would be awesome to travel with. And then you'd be working on a full-size canvas. I just saw an hourglass. I don't see any more clovers. I think I'm done the clovers. Yeah, I mean, you could easily get something. Now remember, it's December when you're watching this, but I'm doing this in July. So that's why you hear lawnmowers. That's so funny. Yeah, so today, if I'm doing this right, and this is uploading for December 4th, today is my mom's birthday. And it's funny because, you know, well, maybe you don't know, so I'm going to tell you. In Korea, so I need circles. I need circles, and I need this one. It's kind of like a quarter of a circle. In Korea, they count the year that you were in the womb. Sometimes, like, you have, like, 2 birthdays. Well, this is what my mom told me, at least. This is what her village does. They count her village did when she grew up. Like, they count the year that you were in the womb. And so you know, there's the Korean birthday, there's the American birthday. And And then another funny thing is that my mom's dad, their village was so far away from like any town, any real town or anything like that. And so when a baby was born in the village, it was the father's responsibility to get to the town and report the birth and, you know, put the child in the census. And he did it a year late. So she has 3 birthdays. I think her birth year is a year before her birth date. Her legal birth date is a year off because she was reported to the country or to the state or whatever, I don't know, into the Korean census population a year after she was born, because it's like the only way to get there is to walk. It's like so many miles away. And so I always have to ask her, I'm like, wait, how old are you? But how old are you really? Like, I don't know. I feel like I dropped one, but I guess I didn't. So I'll have to ask her again. I think she was born in 52. Or at least, or maybe it's 54. I'm so bad. I'm a bad daughter. But I know that they make a big deal when you turn 71. Like, it's a huge party. My mom actually has only been back to Korea 2 times since she's lived in America. And she moved to America, I think, in 72. And one of them was when her dad turned 71. And it was like a 3-day party, she said. And she brought home pictures. And I can't remember how many days she was gone for, but when I was little, it felt like forever. And there was a whole family photo of them in the traditional Korean garb, and there was mounds of food on the table in front of them, like beautifully. I don't know where that picture is now. It's probably somewhere in her house. It used to be like displayed in our home growing up. And I would stare at it and look at the food and think, the food is so pretty. It was like piled up so beautifully. I'll have to ask her where that photo is. But she was one of 9. And she was one of 9. I want to make sure I'm doing the right symbol, because there's a couple different squares. And yeah, she came from a very big family. And so I have tons of aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews that I've only met one aunt my entire life. From there, she flew to, I met a cousin and her husband. They came and stayed with my mom one year. But she lives in America. She lives in California. She's the only one of my mom's family that's in America. And her mom came to visit her, and then she came to New Jersey before she went back. And so we got to meet her and she hated flying. She said she'll never be back. I think it was the first time she was ever on a plane. And she said it was awful. It's a long flight for your first plane ride. And yeah, that was, I don't know how many years ago, but Bob got to meet her too. All right, so we need circles, and it's the Ghostbusters symbol. And there's a lot of it. It's like the most. So if this works out, my next page, we're going to, so this is a test here. Will this fit? I'm pretty sure that this is just gonna fly and come out beautifully. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this. I'm gonna do a game with you guys so that we can guess the name and the artist's name together as we build this canvas. And yeah, I'm gonna get that together. Hold on one second. I had to blow my nose. So I already know what game we're gonna do. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'll explain it in the next video. So I'm going to finish diamond painting this whole half. And I think I'm only going to show you parts of it. So I'm going to diamond paint. I'm going to come back when I'm done this whole square here. And I'm not going to be showing you the sheets together. Until I'm done. When I'm done, we will put them together. So if you can guess what it is from one page, then you've got a good eye. It's almost like a puzzle. So far you can see I haven't run into any spots that aren't sticky. All right, guys. I'm going to put you in a time lapse. And you're just going to be seeing glimpses. I'm not going to play the whole thing. Okay. All right. Enjoy the music.
Well, I've got news for you. I know you time for it to reappear. Well, all around me I hear children singing the songs that we all know. Well, all around me I hear children singing the songs that we all know. Oh yeah, the Christmas spirit's coming on. Love is in the air, my heart is filled with peace. It comes back every year just to set my mind at ease. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Love is in the air, my heart is filled with peace. It comes back every year just to set my mind at ease. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Oh, Christmas is a part of me. Christmas is a part of me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Christmas is a part of me. Oh, yes it is.
Okay guys, we have the first corner done. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this other part here. It's not quite half the page. I was gonna do, I have to look and see, how many pages I have, but it fits perfectly. I don't think that there's, you know, a tremendous amount of gapping. There's hardly any gapping. It's such a great scale. What do you think? Like, these will get pushed up as I put the ones below it. But can you make anything out yet? Nope. All right, hold on, let me decide, hold on. Okay, so there's gonna be some days that I do maybe a whole sheet, and some days that I do, not a whole sheet. I have to cut along this washi here. And I'm actually gonna do, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut along this washi so that I don't do that whole, and I'm gonna do down to here. So I'm gonna cut this down to here. And I have to do this part and then this whole half with you guys today. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this part. And I'm gonna explain the way we're going to figure out the name of this canvas and the artist, okay? In between. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a game, and it's gonna help us figure out the name of the canvas and the artist, and I will explain that in a little bit. first half of this first page, and I'm not sure I can make anything out of it. And yeah, they're mowing my lawn. This is how it's holding up. It's perfect. All right, I'm gonna start this side. I forgot to explain to you guys, I am going to be playing Wheel of Fortune. That's what we're gonna play to figure this out. And I'm gonna use the wheel, and we're gonna be able to buy vowels and stuff. And it's a shame because if this was real time, then you know, I would pick someone to pick the next letter or something, but maybe we'll do that like for something else. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Wheel of Fortune, and I'm gonna show you like how many words and letters, and then we'll fill it in every week if we get a number that lands on something. So I think that'll be fun, and then you guys can try to guess what it is. And guess who the artist is. Yeah. So that's all I wanted to tell you. I'm going to go ahead and do this whole section, and you'll see spurts of it. Well, I am done the first half of the first sheet, and in person I can't see much, but I can see a wreath with a bow through the camera. Excuse me. It's nighttime. But it's very pixelated. So, you know, I went with a smaller size. But yeah, next square we will finish this, and we will start the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna end the video here now, guys. This is the first section of our Christmas canvas. So if you like this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out, and if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I'd love to have you. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Take care. Keep diamond painting.